Next, use of information technology tools. Jarvis Inc. is a company with offices in several countries. Managers could join meetings via the Zoom video conferencing application. They get to use the word Zoom. All rights reserved. Hey, I thought they used to have to put fake names because they couldn't use the real names. I wonder if they sent a letter to Zoom saying that they could use it. I don't know. All right, each office has a state-of-the-art boardroom with 5 TV monitors and on 3 walls. At every seating position, there's a microphone and a speaker. State advantages and to disadvantages of using Zoom video conferencing application for attending these meetings. Okay. All right. Advantages would be distance is not a factor. 2 would be, what's another advantage? Wow. Sometimes they might try to big brain it and say the big stuff. Distance is not a factor. And all managers can be present. I don't want to put distance not a factor. Also, people could save money on travel. Yeah. You can save money on travel. Right. Disadvantages would be, there are monitors and microphones and speakers, so they should be able to hear each other clearly. The disadvantage is no physical body language can be felt or can be seen. I'll put seen. And different time zones will be hard to schedule. Alright, so if somebody wake up 3 o'clock in the morning for the meeting and another person up 5 o'clock in the afternoon, it could be kind of hard for the person that's doing it 3 o'clock in the morning. Kind of. A manager is traveling and wants to use his portable device to join the meeting via the Zoom R, all rights reserved, conferencing application. How the R big here, but the R small over here. Formatting things. Alright, identify a portable device that alright, you could use a tablet, you could use a mobile phone, you could use a laptop, whatever. Explain whether the Unix operating system is suitable for the device chosen at the hashtag nice. If some students might just be like, what in the world is Unix? Yep. If you don't know what Unix is, yeah, I'll cover this in the classes. Definitely cover this in classes and make sure students understand the different operating systems, which one could work with, which one can't work with. Yeah, you can WhatsApp 308-8799. You get videos from all the way back till when we started classes in September, so you could go through the whole course if you want to. If it's crash course season, you can get a crash course also, and then there may be some other videos in the mix. So WhatsApp us to see what we have available at that point in time, because you see the word Unix for the first time doing this past paper, you may have been missing out on some stuff. So if I choose tablets, no, it is not, because Unix has a very poor user interface, since it is mostly used for servers and not consumer devices. Yeah. Alright, the executive assistant normally attends the physical meeting to take the minutes, identify 2 applications that could be used for presenting the minutes and financial reports at the meeting. The executive assistant normally accesses applications for presenting the minutes and financial reports for the meeting. Presenting the minutes. If you're presenting the minutes, you'll use MS Word, or you could say Google Docs. Financial reports, you could use MS PowerPoint or Google Slides. Because when you present any financial reports, you'll want to present graphs. Or with financial reports, yeah, because you're presenting it at the meeting, you don't want to use Excel to present it at the meeting. Or maybe they're trying to trick you with the financial reports. Okay, so here's what we do. We'll be like, okay, we'll tell them to use Excel, use a spreadsheet to create graphs, and then use Microsoft PowerPoint to present it. Yeah, that way we could give them all the best answers, because we tied back to the scenario, which is a meeting, but we also show them that we have to create the graphs with using a spreadsheet. The executive assistant hard drive does not have enough storage for the documents and minutes of the meeting. Explain how you could. If the hard drive doesn't have enough storage, use cloud storage, which allows you to store and retrieve data via the internet. 2 marks there. Explain how the minutes from the most recent meeting can be shared with the managers without updating the minutes from previous meetings. How the minutes from recent meeting can be shared with the managers without updating the minutes from previous meetings. What? For those of you all who don't know, minutes of meetings are basically what happens inside the meetings. If you've never been in a meeting that had minutes before, it's not minutes as in a clock. Minutes are like notes of who said what when they said it. They could explain how minutes on the most recent meeting can be shared with the managers without updating the minutes from previous meetings. I do not understand what they are saying. Why would you have to update the minutes from previous meetings? Aren't they all in their own individual documents? Do they mean send it to them as a PDF? Or do they mean give them viewer access only? This question not making sense to me. No, it's not.
Nani? 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 Nani?
Alright, they could set the document to viewer only. They could set the document to viewer only. Or they could export it as a PDF for them to read. I'm not sure what's the goal. Is the goal so that you want to share to the managers without making any changes? I guess still looking at view only. I'm not sure.
Emotional damage.
Okay. Alright, the executive assistant has been sick for the past few weeks and the company's secretarial service has sent a replacement. Managers have received an email requesting that they submit their quarterly reports to an unknown email address. Recommend 2 measures that should be followed to verify the source of this email. Verify the source of the email. They can check the domain that it comes from to see if it is a valid site. Check the source of an email. I don't know, call the secretary service. Call the secretary service and ask if they sent it. I mean, what else you gonna do besides check the domain? Yeah, you know how to call them. Because if you send an email back to the original email, of course they will say yes, they are legitimate. The only way to do it is to use a third party. Yeah. This question was weird. What the hell? I mean, it started off nice talking about Zoom and thing, and then it just started to get kind of strange. Very strange. But we press on. Sport Industries Inc. is a corporation. You know, IT always have these scenarios as if you don't get accustomed to like knowing things in life. You need to know that scenarios exist and you have to be able to answer questions based on the scenario. And sometimes the scenarios are very shady. But that's okay. That's alright. Short Industries Inc. is a corporation with internet with interest in manufacturing and service in automobiles. The corporation operates in 12 countries with different languages and time zones. State 2 ways in which the services of Short Industries Inc. can be offered to its customers. Alright, manufacturing and servicing automobiles. The corporation operates in 12 countries with different languages and time zones. Our website showcasing their services and social media pages for quick communication. Yeah. Alright, Tammy Short of the Financial Controller compiled and printed a 160-page PDF document with financial statistics which should be prepared in a spreadsheet program. Explain why this PDF document may not be an appropriate way to present the information to the senior management team. Senior management does not have time to read. It would be better to create graphs and charts and do a slideshow. Yeah, we'll roll with that. Now the company has redesigned its website, and as a result, in preparation for the upcoming festival, customers may use a web-based form to register vintage cars over 20 years. The programmer has created a script to ensure that the data captured from the form is accurate and relevant. Identify 2 relevant HTML form elements the programmer can use to create the script. I've stated how each field can be validated. Ooh, this is the new stuff. This is the new stuff that they have, which is forms. So forms usually have a JavaScript code in the background, and you just have to build the form in HTML. But you need to remember two important things with forms. So form tags, usually you start off with form, and then you open the form, and then you say whatever you want to say, right? So they just want the form elements that the programmer could use and state how each field can be validated. So what they collecting what? To register vintage cars. So they will want to have like a name. So the first tag they will use is label. So when you put the label tag, you have to say, let's say the variable I'm gonna collect. So you have to put 4, I believe. Let's say 4. The first thing will be car name. And then you have to close this tag. No, don't open the label, open here. Car name. And then you close the tag, and then you put the actual name that you want to come up, which is car name, colon, and then close the tag, the label tag. Right. So that'll be 1. How you're validating it though? Or validating means it must be put as required. Okay. And then after you put label, you have to put input. The type of input that you put in is text, because the type has to be text. Type is text. This form stuff, just forget it's real fast. The ID that you're matching it back to would be car name, and I think you have to put required, because you must have a car name, and then you close that input tag. Alright, I think that's making sense here. So I'm gonna zoom in on this field. This is where you just died. Sorry, did I go through all of this? Yeah, this is where the rubber meets the road. If you don't know this, you need to know the HTML at the deeper level, not just basic tags, but you must be able to know how to do a form. Again, I tell you, WhatsApp us. You might get a crash course that has this, you might get some classes that have this, but check and see what we have available, because if you've never seen this before, it could come again. So label says 4. So 4 is the field that you want to create a label for. This will basically create a box called car name, and what car name colon, and then the box will have the ability to receive the information. But you're saying that the type of information is text and the ID is car name, right? And then, well, it's over 20 years, so that means you have to put some sort of number, right? So your next label will be for number, 4 equal age, age colon. And once you do 1, you do all, and then it's input, type, number, year, and then the ID will match back to the ID that you have there. ID should be age, and then you put required. Yeah. That's a hard 4 marks to work for. But you got it. If you didn't get it, at least if you put the word label and input, they might give you a little mark here and there. So if you're able to show them that you had to use label and input, you might have a chance to get 2 marks. But to fill out all that information in between, that's a lot of information to fill out in between, but hey, be thankful. Alright, using 2 examples, explain how cascading slide sheets can be used in the creation of HTML documents. Font changes can be made wholesale for body text. Border sizes can be standardized in one place. Alright, so the whole point of a CSS file is to have a document with all the information, and then the CSS file will impact everything that's inside there. So if you make a change inside the CSS file, the whole web page will get updated, right? That's what a cascading style sheet is for. Cascading style sheet, right? Use HTML tags to code the diagram presented below. I just do that. Oh, okay. They ask you Identify 2 different HTML form elements that you would put in. All you have to do is identify them to create the script. Or all they wanted to do was create the script part. I lost. That's all right. I'm not too sure. So I think I answered the wrong thing up here. Because they wanted to say the elements the programmer could use to create the script. And now each. Okay, so I think they just wanted me to put the name and the age and the number. Alright, so all of this here, this actually supposed to go in the next question. Model of car and thing. Okay. I didn't even see that. I thought this was just what they wanted one time. Okay. So we'll take all of this jazz here and drag it down. Oh no, should not do that. So I had to create some space. So we'll take all of this jazz here and drag it down to here. Right, and then up here now, I'm just going to put the form elements I'm going to put and state how to be validated. So we'll put name of car, which would be text and required, and age of car, which would be number and required. Right, so I put all the information there, and all I have to do is put the submit button now. Last thing will be input, submit, type. There's always input type, submit, and then value equals submit. That should take it in, and then close the form. Yeah, that should do it. Model of car. Oh no, I have car name for model of car here. I'll change it to model. Yeah. Alright, that should solve our problem. Label for model of car, label input type text, ID model, cool. Age of car, submit. Great. Yeah, this here was killer. Probably you right now. Yeah, this module 2 caused some problems. Because I'm positive that plenty of students don't go this deep into the HTML and learn how to do the forms this much. But since they put HTML in Unit 1, the HTML in Unit 2 has to have some sort of something. Alright, hope you didn't die too much. But if you did, it's okay. I understand. I know I'll have to go and make sure I drill my students a little better with this HTML, because I want to make sure that they can know this, because they can ask it at this level. This is the deepest HTML I've seen in a long time. The only thing they asked it to do is the JavaScript, but I don't think the JavaScript is on the syllabus. But they did ask about the scripting part of it. So quite interesting. Let's move on. Don't forget, download the Learn It app. You will see all the videos and maybe get help with the other subjects that you're doing too.